Hey guys, this is Christoph aka XIAS. I'm the developer of playfriedrich.com. First of all, a few words about Friedrich. Friedrich is an award-winning strategic board game which was designed by Richard Sivél and published by Histogame in 2004. It's a 4-player game which simulates the 7 Years' War between Prussia and other great powers of Europe. And the special thing about Friedrich is that Prussia has to defend against 3 other players. And another thing I did like a lot is that Friedrich has quite simple rules, but can still become very complex. If you like this kind of games, you can go to playfriedrich.com and can register. Just type in your email and a username, press register, then you will get your initial password, and if you have your password, type in your email and your password, press login, and then you get to the home screen. I will give a short introduction about the different options you have. The quick start, which is also available if you are not logged in, tells something about the board game Friedrich in more detail and gives also some links to more information, and here you will get more details about the implementation and what exactly is implemented and what is not. The ranking list shows the current ranking, how good the people are. If you go to one profile, you see the exact stats, the average points and the win rate, and how many games he played. Your own profile, you can edit, you can add your location to maybe find some other Friedrich players in the near. You can change your password. You can see the stats overall, per nation and per initial roll, and most important, you will find the games. In this section you will find your running games, which is only one at the moment. You can have multiple, of course. You can see other running games where you can watch. If you click on one row, you see more details about the players and if they are online or not, indicated by this red or green square. Let's find any online. If you want to watch, just press connect and you see more details, but of course not any relevant game information like troops, for example, or any cars. But let's go to your running games. If you are the active player, it's indicated by the red background. So press connect, and here you see the exact action you have to do. In this case, it's the turn, and let's do a turn. But first of all, maybe like short overview about the screen. On the right side, you see the combat log. The combat log lasts only the current turn and the turn before. And at the end of the game, if it's decided, you get access to the whole combat log. This overview is quite important because it gives you a lot of relevant information. You see the player and their nations they play, how many troops in total they have, how many cards they get right now, and how many cards they have in total. This is rounded by 5 or by 10. If it's more than 30, how many victory city this nation controls, and if east wind conditions are active. And also very important, if the player is online or not. You can play it in real time, but you can also play it in like a browser game. It breaks, so just do your turn, go offline, and then the next does it turn, and so on. The active turn is indicated by this blue background, and the active player and the exact action you will find in this control area. So, for example, if there is a combat, the active player and the player's turn can be different. That's why I tell you. So, the turn is divided into 3 steps. The first step is redistribution. In this step, you can redistribute your troops between generals that are on the same place. So let's do that. We are Austria in this game. So just click on one of the generals, and then you have to choose 2, and then you can redistribute, as you can see. Let's do it. Go next, because we don't have any more options to redistribute. The next step is movement. You can move a stack of generals, or you can split the stack. If you want to split it, just deselect one or select one, and then you get indicated by these squares where you can go. So let's delete this supply, and with this stack we do an attack here, and with this guy we do an attack here. If you want to undo, you can do this here, and it always undoes the last movement step. You can also undo the whole movement phase if you press here. Okay, let's move the supply a little bit, and all the generals you have moved are faded out. So that's an indicator that you already moved them. So next step is buy. Your cards are in your card menu. If you want to buy, just click the cards you want to use. It's divided by 6 normally. So I have 26 divided by 6 are 4 troops. And I wanna build this one up. Just select it and press plus. And the last available troop, which you can see here, can be used, for example, to get this general again into play. This is the graveyard if you want it, and you can bring them back into play. So the buy step is the last one, then it's only validate. Here you can reset the whole turn, press validate again, and it's validated. This is the point where the other players get refreshed and see the actions you did. We have 2 combats, though the first thing we have to do is choose a combat. Let's do this one first. Start combat. And because we have more power, the Prussia player gets the chance to play a card. It's -8, and I will do this on my other screen. I have to pick a spades card. So I play this 12 of spades from the blue deck. This is indicated by the color of the number. And now I have the chance to play a card. It's spades 2. Let's play 10. And this goes on and on until somebody decides to not play any card. So here we say it's enough, play 4 and have -1. Then you will get an extra validation if you are sure that you will lose the combat. And because we attacked with a stack of generals, we have to distribute our losses. So pick one general, pick one minus here, press OK, and this combat is decided. The Prussia player can retreat you by 1. Oh no. In this case, because there is only one direction, it was made automatically. So this stack A1 and A4 got auto-retreated to Liegnitz. And quite the same is with the combat. There's only one combat left, so also this one is started automatically. It's A3 versus P1, and P1 has lower troops, so he can play. Let's play card. It's clubs this time, and we have to play spades. Let's play reserve. With reserve you can choose a value between 1 and 10. In this case we choose to play as a 10. Press finish combat action, and the Prussia player decides to leave the combat. So here something happened. The combat value was higher than his troop strength, so P1 got destroyed. And another thing happened is the stack we attacked first was not supplied again, which is indicated by this line crossing the general, and so he got destroyed too. And the next player is ready to do his turn. So as you can see, most of the thing is validated automatically and you can't do any things which are not allowed. One basic rule maybe, most of the actions you will see here in the control window and card reliant actions are finished in the card window, such as combat or buy. Yeah, I think if you know Friedrich, the rest should be self-explanatory, and such as victory cities are indicated by the squares, or the deck colors are indicated by the borders. Here you will see information about the current deck and the discard piles. And if you have any questions, you can ask me at info@playfriedrich.com.